The SerOzNET study is a large study of Australian cancer patients, children 5 to 12, adolescents 12 to 18, and adults with cancer on all sorts of treatment, and looking at their serological response to COVID-19 vaccines. We're also looking at their quality of life and patient-reported toxicity. So it's a very comprehensive study. We believe we're one of the only cohorts looking at that younger age group. And of course, patients with cancer weren't included in any of the seminal studies of the COVID vaccine. So we're still collecting because actually we originally were designed as a 2-dose vaccine study, but as you know, the vaccine's been extended, and we have some cancer patients now at their 5th dose in Australia. So we've got serial collections of their antibody response, and also we've collected peripheral blood mononuclear cells to look at really 2 aspects. One is the cytokines stimulated by the vaccine, interferon gamma and other cytokines, and the other is to look actually at some epigenomic signatures that may predict how the T cells respond to the COVID-19 vaccine. So that's exploratory work. We're also assaying for whether people have had COVID, whether symptomatic or not symptomatic, to see the impact of that on the vaccine. And we've got very detailed clinico-pathological, demographic, and as I said, serial quality of life studies. So early results were presented. We had 2 posters here at ASCO. One was presenting some of the serological data, and the bottom line of that is about 30% of patients with hematological malignancies don't make a good antibody response even after a 3rd dose. The good news is that most patients with solid cancers, whether they're on chemotherapy or not, make a very good response, and particularly after a 3rd dose. So it may be the 3rd dose is the magic number. But we're also interested to see how long that response lasts. The other good news, and we had a poster on this, is that the patient-reported toxicity for serious toxicity is very low, less than 10%. And importantly, we found minimal impact on the delivery of cancer care. So we can now tell our patients that we have data to show that if they get the COVID vaccine, that it won't impact on their cancer care, getting their next treatment, etc. So we're very grateful to our funders, Cancer Australia and the Victorian Cancer Agency, for allowing this collection of and processing of these samples. We're very grateful for our patients who have come in for serial blood tests and filled in all sorts of questionnaires. We know COVID isn't going away, although we might pretend it is, but certainly for cancer patients, knowing whether they're protected and on an ongoing basis is really important. And we've got to make sure that not only are they safe, but they're also psychologically safe. They're able to participate in society. So further results from our study will look at all of these issues.